Are we drawing more Kirby's? Is that...
No, there's already one there. I feel like somebody else did that.
There is still one somewhere. Maybe that's what Augie was doing this whole time. Yeah, somebody put that one.
It definitely wasn't me.
If we have a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man scene with Kirby this session, you'll know why. All right. This is D&D on the Farm RPG. I am the Sleepy Dungeon Master, Bellogan. Here tonight, we have our full house just going in order as they show up on Zencaster for me. We've got Swigs.
Hi, I'm Swig. I'm playing Captain Boardwalk, the human Fido.
I see Augie.
Hi, I'm playing Astley, the Jingle Bard.
Was those intentional jingles for your intro, or was that some other jingles?
Me, but yes.
That was our dog. Sorry.
That was perfect timing.
He needed a drink.
All right. We've got Boobon.
Hi, I'm Boobon. I'm playing Spectre, the Stab-It, the rogue, Robaxi.
And on the other side of the room from Swigs, we have Elf.
I'm Elf, playing an elf named Springle.
Not Sparkle, Sprinkle. Yes. All right. We wrapped up last session doing something we very rarely do. We were in combat. And the scene was playing out. We had two boats. Cole McAllister and his thugs in the Puffer Gang had come, and they had taken Kate prisoner. They'd also brought Kokusho and Aster from the trading post. They had prisoners. And with them was McGruffle McPeppermint, the labor union leader for the Elves and Santa's workshop here, trying to wrap up some loose ends on paperwork. And we'd gotten in the thick of the combat. Aster had cast a cloud of darkness. He's on one of the boats with a couple of the thugs. Cole's kind of in the middle of Spectre and Kate, flanked by some of his Puffer Gang allies. Kokusho's also on the boat. Captain Boardwalk was not on the boat yet. He was still kind of on the pavement. And Astley and Springle were on their way towards the boats and had just been grappled and restrained by a spell cast by Gruffle. And we were going to start at the top of the combat order. I think I already had the bad guys go. If I didn't, well, we're skipping their turn now that it's a new week. Sticking with the initiative order that we had last time, we're coming to Spectre.
Yes. So I have two guys like right next to me. Correct? Is Cole still like really hurting it right at the moment?
He's pretty beat up, but he can take a beating still.
Okay. Well, I'm going to continue swinging at him. I'm going to just swipe him with my short bow. Excuse me, short sword.
You can trash him at point blank range. It's okay. I'll let you.
No, I don't think so. I think I'll be better with the short sword. I think. Of course, I rolled the wrong thing. Sorry. It's my first day.
Yeah, that's a D6. We want a D20.
It's my absolute first day here. That would be a 23
to hit. 23 to hit, and I would say we could use that 5-year-old prior for sneak damage, but you get 2d6 for sneak damage now. Or is it 3? I think it's 3d6, right?
I get 3d6 now, so I will roll that. And so that's an extra 10, so that's 18 damage.
Another 18 points to Cole. Okay.
Is that sneak attack?
Yes, I did. It was an extra 10. I actually did more on my sneak than I did on my thing. And then can I use my offhand?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet. Let's do it. Short sword. 18.
18 will also hit for. In this case, it's just it's 2 because I added in your dex mod, which you don't get. So a little poke on top of.
I'll take it. It makes it an even 20.
It does make it an even 20. It's a little insult to injury there. At the end. Not quite pouring salt in the wound. All right, Cole is starting to get pretty beat up. He is not a happy camper. Not that he was in the first place, but he ain't doing so hot. All right, next in the order is Sprinkle, who is currently restrained.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a guiding bolt on Gruff Boy.
Okay. I think he was already hit from having a guiding bolt. So what's going to happen is you have disadvantage from being restrained on the attack roll. The guiding bolt would need, I think, the previous. I don't know how long the thing from guiding bolt lasts, but regardless, we're going to say it would give advantage on the next attack. So we'll just say they cancel out. We'll just make a regular spell
break
attack
even.
roll.
Okay.
We'll call it break even. Yeah.
It's a 19 to hit.
It is a 19 to hit, yeah. I was just double checking on the wording. It's till the end of your next turn. So this is not the end of your next turn. It's the start of your next turn. So it does have that advantage. So they cancel out. So that would be 19. There's a 13 plus a 6, 19 to hit. That will hit. It'll hit for another 8 damage on Gruffle. So he gets smacked in the face again and has to make a concentration check to keep this vine up. Let's see if I can get my syntax in here right to roll a d20. It is a 10, which just barely passes. If it hit him for more damage, it may not have, but with an 8, that will pass. So he keeps up his concentration. The vines are still grabbing him. Not able to move.
Oh.
But you did whack him in the face for some more damage. He's not happy. All right. That's going to bring us to the NPCs. In this case, it's going to be Kate.
There was molasses somewhere also.
The dripping.
It was kind of suspended in the air, making it like difficult terrain, like on the boat. So when you're on the boat that wants to move around, it's going to be in a bit of a sticky mess. But I do appreciate the reminder because I had definitely totally forgotten about that. Let me check one thing here.
Why didn't you say a sticky situation? That was such a good opportunity.
The
A
setup was
sticky
there.
situation. It was
This
there.
one.
Yeah.
He's tired. It's okay. Cut him a break. He's sleepy.
It's still one for me.
Okay, so you do have the option. You can try to break out of being restrained by these vines. It does take your action to do so. It's not a free save like some spells are at the end of it. Just double checking. All right, Kate is gonna see if she can have any better luck whacking Cole than she did last time. I was rolling for her. That's a 19 plus 5, a 24 to hit, and an 8. So she's gonna give Cole a good whack here. And get her damage in. She is going to roll 12 points of damage. That's not a big. Her other attack misses. What will Kokusho do?
Fire an arrow.
Probably shoot somebody with his bow. Yeah.
You try to fire an arrow at point blank range. I'm good with that.
He also might try to shoot Gruffles.
What if he used his breath weapon?
He won't.
He won't. Yeah. That did not roll correctly. So that was a 2. For Kokusho's attack roll with his bow. Does not hit. He decides to shoot somebody point blank in the face. I don't know why. Because that's what the team collectively decided he was going to do, and he misses. Aster tries to hide behind some barrels in the darkness, but you really can't quite see what's going on over there again because it is dark. And that's going to take us to Captain Boardwalk, who is also currently not on the boats, down on the ground. You can see where the vines are kind of coming out of the ground. If you walk between the area on the map we have set up around Springle and Astley, you will hit those, but you can certainly go around that area to get on the boats, if you so choose.
Could it be possible for me to try to cut some of these vines and free Sprinkle and Astley?
You can try to free one of them with your turn. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do it for both.
Even
so
if
take
I
your action to free somebody.
2 attack actions and attack the vines.
Yeah, your action. It's your action itself is what's breaking them out. It's not an attack per se. Yeah.
Okay, well, they're on their own. I want to.
Whatever.
2 turns with too much effort.
All or nothing. Okay, I want to get up on the boat. I'd
Okay.
like to go.
If you free one of us, we can help free the other and then help fight.
You guys will
Just
make
keep
the
in mind
saving
that
throw
takes
eventually.
strength, right? Just not Astley and Sprinkle both are not muscle bound hulks by any means.
I would like to get up here next to Kokusho
Okay.
on the boat, and I would like to attack the thug that I'm standing right next to.
All right. Captain Boardwalk is easily able to run out across the sand, hop up over the edge of the boat, onto the deck, into the sea of sticky molasses, and confront one of the thugs that Kokusho is currently unable to shoot in the face with his bow.
Okay. I can attack twice, so that's both of my attack actions.
Mhm.
21 and a 10. Neither of them were crits.
Yeah. Okay. So she's at the 2-die roll that was rolled for the advantage one attack. That's fine. We can do that. So the 21 will hit, the 10 will miss.
Okay, so I'll do one attack. There we go. 4 damage.
That seems like it's probably not right. Was that just a 1 that you rolled? On the actual die roll? Yeah, 1 plus 3.
Yeah,
Okay.
1d6 plus 3.
Okay.
4 damage. Big hits out here.
Yep.
And I think that's it for my turn. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Captain Boardwalk has entered the sticky fray and jabs one of the thugs. You definitely get his attention. He turns around, and you're going to be his primary focus when he's up to act. But that does bring us now to Astley, who, like Sprinkle, is stuck in the vines. What would Astley like to do?
I would like to scooch my Nether's Mischief. I can move it up to 10 feet. So if I do that, will it have Cole in it? Or no? Is that too far? Is that more than 10 feet? It's a 20-foot
From where it was at, it was kind of around where Kokusho was, right? I thought it was kind of just everywhere on the boat where that main group was, apart from McGruffle, Aster, and the thugs that he's hiding from in the dark.
Okay. Well, I will leave it there then, and I'm just going to re-roll it.
Okay.
Okay, now each creature in the cube must succeed a dexterity saving throw or be blinded until the start of my next turn. Because water will just continuously spray in their faces.
Okay.
So what was the effect again that does? I got what it does, but what's the description of how it actually does it?
Bouquets of flowers appear all around. If they don't pass the saving throw, water, it's like a clown flower. They just squirt water directly in their eyes until the start of my next turn.
There we go. All right, I'm putting an orange box around the area where I think the spell was at, which was kind of like over. Was it there?
I think it was down a little because I think I made it so Spectre was not in it.
Okay, so grab it, put it down here this way.
Yeah, we'll do that.
So that would mean Cole, Kate, 2 of the thugs, Kokusho, and Captain Boardwalk all need to make dexterity saving throws.
Yep.
Against Astley's spell save DC. Friendly fire, Captain Boardwalk. Got some flowers in the eyes.
6.
Kate is also blind.
That couldn't have been.
Roll for Cole.
No,
Cole's
that was Kate's.
What was your spell save DC again, Astley?
16
15 or 14?
16.
16. Okay. So everybody but Cole's blind.
God. Tarnation.
Astley is a strategic genius. Clearly.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
That's obvious. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you could have moved a little bit further, you could have moved it up to where it was like hitting more of the bad guys and not Kate and Captain Boardwalk, but you would have been hitting Spectre at that point.
Yeah. No, Spectre gets to stay safe.
Thanks, buddy.
All right. Changing that, is that taking Astley's action or is that a bonus action to move it around?
It doesn't specify. It just says at the start of your turn.
Let's see. Is that one that's in Xanathar's guide? I don't have this one memorized. It's not one I've used a lot in the past. Although we're using it a lot on the podcast, I really should have this one down at this point.
It's a good spell.
It's very silly. I like it.
It doesn't specify.
It's not Xanathar's. Where is it? Okay.
Fitzban's Treasury of Dragons.
Can you pop the description? There we go.
I did.
Got it.
It doesn't specify. So,
okay.
I mean,
it doesn't specify. So that's not your action then. If it doesn't specify it's your action, it's not your action. So
okay.
What would Astley like to use her action to do then?
How would I attempt to break free? What kind of, could I do a survival check?
It's a strength saving throw. You could roll well.
I can't do dex, huh?
No, not in this case.
To try to wiggle out. Okay.
No, so you can try to physically break out, or you can try to end the spell if you have a way to dispel it, or by causing harm to Gruffle and making him break concentration. Those are kind of your options.
Oh, I'll Vicious Mockery. Easy.
Okay. Vicious Mockery. That one's, we decided it's a wisdom saving throw, right?
Yeah.
It's another one I should know off the top of my head. All right. Yeah, just double checking it again because why not? It's just it's like these days when I'm drained, my brain doesn't even work. All right, that's a 6. So that's gonna fail. Let's get
that's 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage.
What was that for?
That's for his concentration. So he failed the saving throw, so he gets hit by it.
He also has disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes. So I don't know if that counts as that.
That it may have an impact depending on what Gruffle does next. All right. That wraps up Astley's turn. That's going to take us back to all of the lovely bad guys. I'm going to start with the 3 that are in the darkness with Aster. They're still fumbling around looking for him. You hear some screams of pain from Aster, thinking they probably did find him. Whether or not that's because they hurt him or what, you can't tell. There's
or maybe he
just
stubbed
lots
his toe.
of noise and commotion. He might have just stubbed his toe. They might have accidentally whacked him in the face or poked his eye, or who knows. Can't see, can't tell. All right. Cole is stuck between Spectre and Kate, although he's flanked by a couple of his guys. He is going to keep his focus on Spectre, given that Kate is currently blind. It doesn't matter. That's a nat 1.
Can she react to that?
I don't do critical failures. Or like fumbles,
punishment,
as they call it. It's an automatic miss. But we'll say he just misses so badly that he's feeling embarrassed at this point at his performance. He kind of orders the 2 thugs to the side of him that are not in the spray of flowers to keep trying to wrap you up, Spectre, and so they're going to try to grapple you.
Okay.
And so we're going to get 2 checks here to try to grapple you with their amazing skills. That's going to be a 3 and 11. And so you need either an athletics or an acrobatics check.
I'm going to do acrobatics because
don't you have a +10?
I have an insane +10. Yeah.
Even with rolls equal to mine, the bonus is enough. That's a 12. You're still just getting out of the sticky molasses in the air. The feeling's still kind of there, even if it's not. And maybe slowed it down a little bit, but
maybe they
are not doing so hot themselves. Yeah.
Back
All right.
spread.
The thug that is currently blind is going to try to grapple Kokusho, as well as the one that's not blind. The one that's not blind rolled a 1, the other one rolled an 18. Kokusho is going to try to dodge that. I'm just going to guess on what his athletics is. I don't actually know, but he does. So one of those he dodges, the other one doesn't. So he gets wrapped back up by the thug that's kind of in between him and Cole. The other thug that's blind is going to just slash out towards Captain Boardwalk. That is a 7 to
This
hit
is for
Captain
the par.
Boardwalk. That's going to be a miss.
Yeah, that doesn't beat my 18.
A 7 does not beat an 18. This is very true.
Rolled a 1, 3, another 1.
I had 116 in there. That was my high roll this round. I had a 16 out of 7 or 8 rolls that I did. I had one that was above 10.
You also rolled a 19 for Cole.
I did have a 19 for Cole in a saving throw. All right, I've got 2 rolls out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had 2 above a 10 out of 9 rolls.
We can say you're on a roll tonight.
They're 2 above
That's-
a 5.
2 above a 5. Yeah. That sounds about right. That's about how my luck goes with dice. And it doesn't matter if I'm running the game or if I'm the player. That's what my dice are going to do. I've come to accept that over the years. All right, that's going to bring us back to Spectre.
What about Gruffle?
Hooray.
Oh, Gruffle. Yeah, I probably should have him do something, huh?
Got that disadvantage.
He does. He's been mocked viciously.
I told him he was lazy.
He's not. He told him he was lazy, which for him is a big deal. He is not happy about that, and in fact, so much so that he is going to try to crack a whip at Astley
with disadvantage.
Well, he also has advantage from Astley being restrained, so it's going to be a wash on it. Just straight up D20 roll. Plus his attack bonus.
So mad.
I got another high roll.
Yeah, of course you did. What's the
21? It's not going to be a lot. Astley gets whipped for 6 points of damage. Right in the face. That's got to hurt.
Ouchie, a little paper cut.
Head, probably. Those bells jingle a little bit on the sweater from the whack. It cracks. All right, that's what you get for reminding me about Gruffle's turn.
Fine. It's just like asking for homework.
It's like, tell me I'm lazy. Back to work, all of you. Okay, Spectre.
Okay.
You're up.
Spectre's gonna stabbity Cole again because she just loves to stab. 14?
14 will actually miss.
All right. Can I do my second hand?
Yes. 8.
That would be an 8. It's a 1 technically. It's just got the plus.
It's a 1.
Yeah. So
you shouldn't have used my die.
I know.
I
know. I've picked up your dice. That's okay.
All right. Spectre stabbing, not having a lot of luck. That's going to bring us back to Sprinkle.
Okay. I want to try to get out.
Okay. That's a strength saving throw.
Oh.
14. That'll do it. That'll get you out.
Oh my god.
All right. You're able to kind of break free. And did you want to move out of this vines area?
Yeah. They end here-ish, like along this line.
I just
when you get to the boats.
I just doodled.
Yeah, it's an official doodle. That's actually exactly where they're at.
All right, I'm gonna move just outside of the official doodle because I'm gonna prepare to try to break free Astley next.
Okay. Very decent of you. Yeah. This is not an official map to scale, so I'm fine with having those doodles be as official as everything.
Just like the Kirby.
Just like Kirby.
The official Kirby.
Official. All right. That's Sprinkle's turn. That's going to bring us to the NPCs. Aster's still hiding. Kate is blind. She's going to try to fight, but she's got disadvantage. Keeping low. So that's a 5 on attack roll. That will miss for Kate. Kokusho is going to try to break out of being grappled by the guy that has him. And that's a 1 for Kokusho to break out. He
Typical.
does not escape being grabbed. Yes. 5 and 1. Those are my die rolls for the NPCs this round for those who are rolling. Okay, that takes us to Captain Boardwalk, who's now on the ship, also still blind, but luckily not stabbed.
Yeah. I'm going to, despite being blinded, try and swing wildly at this thug who I attacked last round.
Okay. He's also blind, so
that
those
evens out,
advantage,
right?
disadvantages cancel out. Yeah.
So I got
21
a
to hit.
21.
21 to hit. That will hit.
Okay. What about a big 8 damage?
8. That's a lot better. Yeah.
Yeah. Despite my blindness, I managed to,
You were both blind.
Yeah.
I guess.
Hit him
He's
off.
like Daredevil.
You
I
wildly
psyched myself out
swinging.
last time, but now that I can't see, it's a little bit better.
A little bit better. Yeah.
And then I'm going to use my
Yeah.
second attack to try and attack him.
Okay.
Well, the other one was a crit.
That was a 2.
Yeah.
What is with these?
The other one was a crit. That's so sad.
Had you had advantage somehow on it, yeah, great.
Yeah, so that one doesn't hit.
Got a little overconfident. You hit him once, figured out I know where he's at. You got him sized up, swing again. Not so lucky with the scimitar on the second swing. All right, is that everything for Mr. Boardwalk?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, Astley.
All
Just
right.
got whacked in the head with a whip.
Yep. I'm re-rolling mine. There's mischief. It's the same thing, but everybody has to re-roll.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you going to move it at all, or are you going to keep it where it's at?
You could move it like 5
I'm gonna
feet to the
scooch
left
it.
and it
I'm
won't
gonna
hit
scooch
me.
it to the left to get Captain Boardwalk out of it.
Okay, and that also puts one of the other thugs in it.
Yeah.
All right, so Kokusho and Kate need to make dexterity saving throws. So that's Kokusho.
Hell
She's
yeah.
good. And Kate's okay. Let's see how Cole does this time. Colt
Cole's blind.
caught
He's
in the
blind.
eye.
Got him.
And the thuggies. One of them's blind, one of them's not. All right. Almost everyone saved this time. I kind of knew what to expect, except the new guy over here on the edge that just got moved on. He was not ready for those flowers, and he is blind. Okay, and then what's Astley gonna do?
I'm gonna vicious mockery. What's his name again?
McGruffle again. Gruffle.
Yeah. I'm gonna just be like, that all you got?
Apparently it is. That's a 1 on his saving throw.
That is 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage.
As well
Right.
as
he needs to make a concentration save, which he does. He does save, keep concentration.
even on the nat one.
So Astley's. Yeah. Well, it's a separate roll. The save versus vicious mockery failed. Concentration on the vines still kept up.
But I got him mad.
All right. He is. Yeah, he's not happy. He's a little concerned about how this is going at the moment. Given that he is going to act first at the start of the turn
At disadvantage.
and he with disadvantage, but he sees that the Cole's in trouble as well. And so he casts a spell where it looks like he disappears and then reappears back here by Cole. And then he pulls something out of his pouch and throws it on the ground. And there's like this smoke cloud that kind of comes up like the smoke bombs, quickly blows away. And when it disappears, he and Cole are both gone. Everyone else is still there, but those two have fled the scene. So you're down to just the other 8 thugs that are there. Cole and McGruffle have retreated for the time being.
They didn't want the smoke.
They did not want
They got
the
the
smoke.
smoke.
They didn't get we didn't get an attack of opportunity on them at all for bouncing.
No, if it was movement, you would, but
Okay.
it's like a teleportation spell, you don't.
All right, word.
So the other bad guys kind of keep fumbling and fighting for the moment because they don't have any other orders. It sounds like Aster's probably been grabbed, and you hear a thud sound, you hear a scream, and the sphere of darkness goes away. And Aster is surrounded by 3 guys. He's just gotten punched in the face. He's got a clear black eye, and he's lost concentration on his darkness. Of the other thugs, 2 of them are still really focused on Spectre. They're still trying to follow directions and grab her. I've got a 14 and a 19 contested by. Is that my roll or your roll? That third one there.
You rolled
That shouldn't have
3.
been a third roll.
You could
I
just
didn't mean
use
to roll
it.
3. We're using the first 2. 14 and the 19. Spectre needs an athletics check or an acrobatics check here.
Working on it. Hang on. Acrobatics, you said?
Yep.
Got it. Let's
19 is the number to beat.
I did
12.
not. A 12.
All right. Spectre gets grabbed.
Did my vines
See what
disappear?
happens with Kokusho here. Yeah, the vines are gone. You can delete those vines.
I don't know how.
All of your fine scribble work. You just basically select them. Kokusho gets wrapped up. The other thug is trying to swing back at Captain Boardwalk with an 8 to hit. That is going to miss. And that brings us back to the top of the order. After the bad guys, that's back to Spectre. Now you can keep fighting these thugs if you want, but with their leader gone, they're kind of, you can tell they're a little directionless, not quite sure what to do.
Okay, can I break free? At least first before I decide if I want to keep fighting.
It's your action to do that, yeah.
Okay.
To break a grapple.
Yeah, then I'll do that. Is it a strength check or?
It's athletics or acrobatics. It's your choice for an
I'll
escape.
take acrobatics always over anything else.
It's going to be contested by
24.
24, contested by 13. So you do slip out. Spectre is a slippery rabbit.
Very. And can I just I don't know if I can use my rogue thing to disengage.
Your cunning action, sure.
Yes. So I'd like to disengage from these thugs and back it up a bit.
Okay.
If I can pick up my character, there we go. I'm going to back it up. I'm going to back away from these guys.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. Sprinkle, the need to break Astley free is no longer there, but you see Gruffle has retreated with Cole. You're fairly familiar with the magic that they use. They have ways to travel quickly. He's probably teleported somewhere safe for the time being, seeing that his combat was not going well. But Gruffle's only able to take one person with him, so he couldn't pull all the thugs out of the heat, all the puffer gang. So I guess the question is, do you guys want to keep fighting him as a brawl, or do you want to try to convince him to stand down, or what would you like to do?
I could do a deception when my turn comes in the order.
I have really crappy charisma and persuasion, so I will not be convincing anyone of anything.
How about intimidation? That's always an option, and it doesn't necessarily have to be based off charisma.
I've got -1. Yeah, not a very eloquent elf.
Yeah, but you're wise, right? Apply to their logic if you so desire, but you don't have to. Totally your choice.
Yeah. What? Can I just like? Would it be wrong to just? No. Can I just like threaten these three? Like.
Mhm.
Okay.
Would you like to do that?
Ooh.
For reference, Aster is like a sniveling, like little dweeb, dragonborn.
Yeah, I just want to threaten the three thugs to get away from Aster. God, I am not good at any of these.
I'm not necessarily skill wise, but what do you want to threaten him with? Are you going to threaten to do something to them or something magical? What's kind of what do you say to him? Is really what we're asking.
Yeah. I mean, it seems that you've been abandoned, and so now, like, you've seen everything that we can do. Do you really think that this is a cause worth continuing fighting for?
And Aster kind of pops in. Yeah, guys, we can make it all dark again. Turn out the lights. Is that what you want?
I'm scared.
He's super scary. Okay. Let's go ahead and have you make let's just call it an intimidation check, and I'll let you use whichever stat you want for that.
Can I use strength?
Sure.
Okay, cool.
Size them up.
Yeah, they're humans. You're definitely kind of an ankle biter for them, but you know.
Oh. 13.
A 13. Okay. That's enough. They kind of step back despite the fact they had Aster outnumbered 3-1. They
Maybe
seeing
because
the
they know
numbers aren't quite as
Gruffle.
favorable for them. You know, Gruffle took off. Yeah, and if Gruffle took off, they figure they're probably in trouble, and they kind of back off. Like, all right, don't do anything hasty. And Aster's like, yeah, back up. Come on, guys. Pretending as like he had anything to do with it. The other boat, so there's two boats. The one boat that Sprinkle's on is one that has Aster and the three thugs there. The other boat's got 5 thugs on it, but you also have Kate, Spectre, Kokusho, Captain Boardwalk. I mean, it's 1-to-1 numbers over there. What do you guys want to do when you see the other three thugs kind of back off?
Which one is the Sand Rose?
The Sandrose is the one that Kate is on.
I'm gonna go tell him about the hole in the ground and under the hole the hole in the ground and then the hole in the floor.
I want to try and convince some of them to join my crew.
Like, listen, you want a real crew, not those puffer gangs. So, Captain Boardwalk, you'd be familiar with the puffer gangs because they're a well-known pirate crew.
Mm-hmm.
They're not necessarily known for bravery. They're generally, grasping the low-hanging fruit. But they do have good swag and merchandise, and so kind of on marketing, they get a lot of initial excitement and a lot of easy recruits.
Okay. Can I pull a barrel over and like sit on it and like just kind of say to them like, so your leaders left you. If you guys join my crew, you'll be well fed, well paid. You don't have to do any pirating. We're just gonna kind of sail out and just kind of hang out and be bros.
Okay. Kate's looking at you like, what in the heck are you talking about? She doesn't know you at all. It's the first time you've kind of seen Kate, who looks to be solo captain as well. But let's go and have you make a persuasion check. See how this goes.
16.
A 16. Okay, that's a decent persuasion. Augie's giving us a Captain America meme. I'm not quite sure why. But there we go. Okay. So 16, 2 of them that are kind of closest to you, especially the one that you've really been outclassing sword wise, is I mean, maybe I mean, we did kind of swear loyalty to the puffers, and one of them kind of rolls up his shoulder and is like, yeah, I mean, I've even got a puffer tattoo right here on my shoulder.
Can Astley chime in and say,
Signy is the
I can
same.
fix
It's
that?
fine.
Sure. Chime in.
I can fix
And
that.
Kate's like, Captain, huh? What boat are you even going to take? This is my ship.
What about that one? And I point to the other ship.
Oh, that one. Yeah. I don't know how useful that one's going to be to you. Because, well, just give me a minute. She jumps over to the other ship and goes below deck. And a minute later, she comes back up holding something. And she said, I knew something wasn't right. Cole jimmied with my ship and screwed out its propulsion system. That's why we're having trouble outrunning that sandworm. They'd taken one of my movable rods and put it in that ship. So I'm taking it back. So you can have that ship, but it's not moving anywhere. It's like, let me put this back where it belongs. She kind of goes below deck on the sand, Rose. So for Astley and Spectre, you recall she was talking about how the ship had a dual movable rod engine. Well, apparently Cole had broken it in half to make two ships. They both had a single movable rod engine.
Rod.
And that's why it wasn't as fast. Yeah.
And that's why we couldn't outpace that sandworm.
Yep.
Ashley's going to tell the other guys that she bets them all 5 gold that they can't beat the Sand Rose in a race with the other ship.
Like, well, she just took the engine piece out of it. So
no, I mean, there's still an engine.
Not one that works.
I mean,
this thing's dead. This thing's dead in the sand.
Well, I didn't know they were mechanics.
All right.
And they're not mechanics, but they understand
10
that, like,
gold each.
the piece that makes it move without the wind.
10 gold each.
That's a good deal.
Just try. Honestly,
listen, if you want to pretend you're racing us and keep your money, okay, congratulations, you win.
But why don't you go? Why don't you just go check out the other boat? If it works,
you have some of them over there. Yeah. So the thugs kind of separate at this point. The two that are kind of okay, kind of interested in Captain Boardwalk's pitch enough that they're prospects at this point. And then the other 6 kind of go back on the other boat. And I'm like, well, we're gonna have to find a way to get this thing moving. They know enough about sailing around in the sands that they know how to make the boat work properly without the immovable rod engines.
Ashley tells him about the underground room. Might be some parts down there. Make sure you flick the orange switch, though.
Is there did you see a sail?
I wasn't looking for a sail. So, did I see one? No. But was I looking for one? Also, no.
Okay. Like, all right, well, parts there. We may or may not be able to do anything with them. Like, okay, thanks for the tip, I guess.
Ashley nudges Kate
they'll take it. They'll take it as like, yeah. I mean, it's like a token of goodwill, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to give them some useful advice, whether or not it'll actually help them or not. They're not sure. They know they can't move, and they know even if they put a regular sail on here, the ship is going to be too slow to really outrun sandworms. So they know they're in a bit of a pickle, having been left behind by Gruffle and Cole. But, they're still mostly loyal puffers. You've got the 2 that are interested in Mr. Boardwalk's proposition to at least get out of here. They seem interested at the moment. What's everyone else going to do?
To the shore. Ashley's over the sand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to the ocean.
At least to the grass.
I miss the ocean. Then we have to take this transistor to somebody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Goes.
To the grass.
I'm pretty sure that
he's with Cecil.
That Kate is supposed to take us back to the
yeah, that was our
out
deal.
Of the desert.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, fine. I'll take you back to where I found you. I can do that. You did help me get my boat back now in full functioning order, after all.
Excellent. Thank you. We appreciate you being true to your word and taking us back to where you picked us up.
But maybe a couple 100 yards further to the grass.
Yeah, maybe like more to the grass. Yes, exactly. Right to the edge.
Wonder if our steeds are waiting.
It might be. So Kate is she hops up and grabs the steering wheel and backs out the sand rows and takes off. And you notice it is definitely moving smoother and faster than it was prior. And Kate is just elated. She's thrilled. Like, my ship's back. It's working properly. We showed up Cole. I don't know who that other guy was. And hey, and she kind of looks at the two thugs that were initially listening to you, Captain Boardwalk, and says, "Are you sure you want to go with this guy? He doesn't even have a boat." I do, though.
Their boat doesn't work.
Their boat doesn't work. That's right. My boat does. And I could maybe use a crew as well. You two obviously know how to roam the sands. Are you sure you wouldn't rather stick with me? Call me Captain instead of Mr. Boardwalk here, who apparently doesn't even have a ship.
She makes a good point.
All right, Kate.
She's ganking your team, man.
Are you just going to let her take your recruits? Kate. Or
she called you Mr. Boardwalk. The disrespect.
Mr. Captain.
First of all, it's Captain. Second of all, I have a ship. It is just unfortunately currently in the stomach of a kraken, but we'll get it back. But how about in the meantime, how about you and me, we co-captain until such point that I have my own ship.
Well, Captain Kate has a nice ring to it.
The crew stays with me.
Kate's like, I don't see any upside for me here.
There's hundreds of upsides. Just got to consider them.
She doesn't want you on her team.
It sounds to me like you really want to be on the seas, not in the sand. I mean, no offense. You get your ship back from the belly of a crack, and I would love to see it. And she just kind of leaves it at that.
Look, let's just let's put a pin in it. Maybe we can negotiate. You get one crewmate from these two. I get the other one. You can have this one. He's a little peaky.
All right.
Point to one of them.
Kate's like, that's not quite the way this works. They get to decide who they want to work for. They're not it's not slaves or anything like that. You give them your best pitch. I'll give them mine. We'll see who they want to go for. Okay. Fair enough.
Fair. Okay.
All right, Captain Boardwalk. I'll even let you go first. So we'll have you make your best pitch, and we'll get another persuasion check.
Okay. So, if you join my crew and come with me instead of this second-rate sand pirate, you will experience the high seas and fight incredible beasts and experience all of the beauties of the open water and see incredible sights. I hear there's a dragon out there in the seas.
Astley just starts laughing.
And no sand in your pants, and you might even get to fight a kraken.
Is anyone else going to help pitch in with Captain Boardwalk's proposal here? Or are you going to let him just...
I'm going to back Boardy here.
Ashley's waiting.
You're like, I'll join your crew?
No. Like, I would also encourage these two guys to join his crew.
Oh, so you can give a testimonial of how awesome.
Yeah. I vouch for this dude. Yeah.
All right. And that's the extent of it. I vouch for him.
Yep.
For as long as you've known him. Everything's been amazing, right?
Yes. Yep.
Spectre's just shaking her head, and she's kind of like doing the Picard, like, temple rub.
Yeah.
His first name is literally Captain.
All right. We had a 14 from Captain Boardwalk. Kate rolls a 21 on her persuasion. And she just says...
Astley's going to back Kate and be like, she really knows what she's doing.
Astley, I would like to remind you that if it wasn't for me, you would have fallen into a mysterious death pit.
That
You don't know what I've
dangled
been
her
through.
down.
You don't know what I've done.
You would have fallen down the pit that we dangled you in if we had.
I didn't. I wasn't
told
very
you.
helpful, anyways. I was too busy.
We're not very helpful.
Yeah, I was too busy thinking
Kate's
about.
like, thanks, Astley. I've got this.
Wait,
Like,
should I have
look,
rolled the be vouching for Chris? I mean, Boardwalk?
you didn't need to.
Okay.
If you want to, you can. Yeah, Kate's like, we've heard Captain Boardwalk's pitch. He's happy to take you to the bottom of the seas to try to fetch a boat from an ancient monster. It sounds like a wonderful adventure with about a 99.99% chance of certain death. Hang out with me on the Sandros, and your chance of living's at least 20 times greater than that. We hunt sandworms, got the best ship out here to do it. And we've got the skills. And besides, Astley here backs me up as well. Sounds like this group isn't quite so certain they want your services anyway. They get some pearls, stay in the land, Yeah. They seem more inclined to kind of stay here and stay with Kate. But they do give you a promise. One of them says, "All right, Captain Boardwalk, you almost convinced me. You do find your ship, though. I'll come be part of your crew. I'll be the first one to sign up. I promise."
It's much appreciated. What's your name? I'm gonna write this down.
Joe.
All right, we need a random NPC name. Let's pick one here.
I heard Joe.
Do we generate something, or do we grab something off Farm RPG?
What about Giblet?
Giblet?
What if his name's actually Jimothy?
Giblet it is.
Jimothy Giblet.
We'll go with we're going to go with Remo, Rymo.
All right, there you go.
As a random name,
Jimothy.
I'm picking out a spoilers chat in Farm RPG.
Somebody uses spoilers. Oh yes, it's Rymo.
Rymo?
Yeah, I think it's
Remo.
Rymo.
So I said
Remo, Rymo.
It's Rymo now.
Yeah, Rymo's probably more right.
He is using the ghost holding two corns emblem that I drew, so I appreciate it, Rymo.
Yep.
To the
Fourth
shore.
master engine, so maybe you've got a good crewmate there if he knows engine.
You don't get the impression that they're super mechanically inclined.
Darn.
Mostly they're just hired muscle for the most part. All right. That's kind of the conversation as the Sandros sails at an incredibly impressive speed back to where Kate first found the 4 of you at the time, and there's 6 of you now. Back by the edge of the Juneland Desert. And she says, "Well, once again, thanks for helping me get my boat, and good luck doing whatever it is that you needed with that transistor. You've been through a lot to get it, so hopefully it pays off for you."
Thanks, Kate.
Thank you, Kate.
Astley goes and hugs her leg.
All right, she appreciates that. Gives you a nice hug back.
I give her a strong clap on the shoulder. My hand, just like give her a solid, we appreciate you. Slap on the back.
All right. So unknown where Cole and McGruffle are. They've retreated, perhaps return another day. They're not the only potentially problematic NPCs you have out there that you've run into so far. But you're back kind of on the road to head back to where Red Book would be. And it's not real clear cut where Captain Boardwalk and Springle are going to be headed next. If they're wanting to stick with the two of you with the Firewire Adventures Guild, or it's time for you guys to hash that out at the moment.
Where's the Dragonborn going? Are they staying with Kate?
Oh, no. Kokusho needs to go back and check on the dragon, Zima. And so he says he's going to head there. Aster is convinced that he needs to have a good stern talk with his father that he swears is Star Marif. And he's gonna
And he
go.
huffs
He's gonna go
off.
find him. He huffs off.
Okay.
Back
So
to home.
they're leaving to do whatever they need to do. Cole is gonna get, or Kokusho is gonna get sued pretty heavily by Rick, I think.
Yeah,
He's gonna end up in court before too long.
They tried to serve him, and that wasn't us.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, that's on your pillow also, man. But we do have some openings in the guild. Now that we've kind of lost these two, they have to go off and do their own business. I don't know if you guys are interested in maybe making some money.
Yeah, money.
And doing some adventuring.
We're pretty well known in the town that we're from. I gotta say.
Yeah, we do all right. We blew up a giant lobster one time. They talk about that one still.
Yeah.
Also, we blew up the wishing well. That was cool.
We also blew up the mayor, but that's neither here nor there.
We blew up a lot of things.
All was shatter.
I don't know if you guys like exploding and or explosions, but it's kind of our thing.
Yeah, I'll join. I mean, the last group that I was, spent hundreds of my years of my life with didn't even pay me. So,
we won't pay you, but we will collectively get paid.
Yeah, we'll pay you.
It's kind of how that works.
Share the money. We kind of split it all up amongst us evenly, but we're very fair. You'll get your percentage of whatever we make during your time with us.
I mean,
before Kokusho left, can we get those ancient coins back from him that he had? Because I gave him some of mine. I don't remember how many it was. I know that I gave them to him to hold.
Seemed to be pretty giving with his ancient coins. Yeah,
I have no idea how many it was.
Back, sure. Yeah, sure. Hold on to him.
Okay, I'm gonna guess 30. Let's guesstimate.
Okay, sure. Why not? We'll pretend like it was 30.
It might have been more and it might have been less. I just remember I gave him what I
have no idea.
I gave him what I had, so I didn't spend it on the wheel.
On the wheel, yeah, we didn't blow everything on the wheel. I know that I have, I think, 34 ancient coins on me.
I had 100 in my, because that's what we used, the very right one for it, didn't we?
I used the one all the way on the right. I have 34.
Yeah. I had 100 sitting there, and so I just added 30. I think I found some somewhere.
I think you did too, but I don't
remember.
I have 11.
I had 12, but I gave one to somebody.
I got this weird
ancient coin.
Yeah.
All right, but did you want to join us, Captain Boardwalk? You want to tag along? We can maybe help you find your boat. Maybe, no promises.
Probably after we pay our Adventure Guild fine or the starter fee, whatever it was called.
I know we still haven't done that. It's been a lot of months.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So you pay that charter. Yep.
Yeah.
Charter fee. That's what it is. Astley mounts her steed and just starts riding home and doesn't wait for an answer.
Are the steeds there?
Yes, they've patiently waited, eating grass and
my dog
being good boys for the dogs.
Okay. Oh yeah, Kokusho must have taken his horse. Yeah. Okay, so I'll mount my dog, and I mean, unfortunately, Captain Boardwalk, you cannot ride on either of me and Astley's mounts, but I think Springle could probably hop on the back of one of them. She's small.
Yeah, we have dogs for mounts.
I love that.
Okay.
We're small.
They seem way sweeter than reindeer.
I'll walk alongside, I think.
Yeah, the mount's definitely a better temperament than the reindeer, who are prone to run off and disappear and need help
and bullying
getting back
too.
home.
Like so
but
much
they can
bullying.
fly.
They can fly, but that only makes them more aggressive.
Yeah, I hear those reindeer games are pretty violent.
Yeah.
They can be, yeah. Yeah, that and bombing practice, flying overhead. It's not pleasant.
Yeah. Reindeer drone strikes.
All right, I think we are at a good point to wrap it up for tonight. When we pick up next time, we will have our adventures returning to Redbrook and deciding what to do next.
After
Well, we
like
have-
so long, we
Well, we
haven't
have
been
had
back
a
in
long
town in months.
rest.
Yes.
Hooray!
Cool. Hooray! While
All
we're
right.
while we're traveling, can I just request that I study the weird recorder that I found, just for when we start, I can be more familiar with it. Even though I had that like natural 20 when I played it.
You want to learn how to be proficient in playing this recorder that you found.
And and learn
sure,
about
just
it.
write it down. Yep. Sounds like a good plan to me. And we'll fill in the details of what that means exactly next time. For now, your DM needs a long rest, so we will say
Bye.
bye.
Bye.